Last night, according to the NOAA weather centers around here, we got down to 20 below. This thermometer in my garage is showing about 22, 23 below. So somewhere in there is the lowest that we got. This is all we ended up with in the warming station. And at this point, we're on our way back up as far as the temperature goes. So that's not bad. Ended up with 5. Brought these girls in. I'm wondering if you can see that leghorn up front, how her wattles are actually swollen. And that is definitely from frostbite. I don't know how she did that. I don't know if she dunked those in the water or what she did. I have only seen that one other time with the rooster, and it had to do with that oatmeal fiasco I told you about. But these girls, besides her, have some frostbite for sure. That'll go away. I'm going to keep an eye on it. What I don't want is her to get colder, of course. But these girls missed the worst of it by being in here. Okay, here we are on the second morning of 2 consecutive 20 below days with the heat lamp. It stayed, let me see, it's hard to see in here, but it is about 8 above in here, even though we got down to 20 below last night. So the heat lamps added, I'd say, a good extra 10, 15 degrees onto the normal 10 above it usually is in here. So I'm not complaining about that. No fires. They did really well. We're not going to use these except when it gets this cold, because they do just fine when it gets 0 for a short spell. They're fine. But Steve was talking about maybe permanently mounting some sockets up there to do this, so all we have to do is bring out the light bulbs if we have to do this again. Seems to be it's happening maybe once every couple years, a spell like this. Their water lasted, so we didn't have to worry about the water, so they had nice clean shavings. The biggest calamity has been a couple frozen eggs that I haven't gotten to that they've put down. It takes no time at all for an egg to freeze in temperatures like this. So she made it all the way through. She's got some frostbite. If you don't know what that looks like, you'll see the little kind of blackish lines. And then unfortunately, that's just going to turn black, and she'll probably maybe lose the very tips of her comb. Got a little bit over there. It's very difficult to avoid frostbite in temperatures like this. Remember Libby? That's not shining directly on her, but it's going directly in front of the roost, and I see she picked the best spot in the house. Smart girl there, huh? So this has well been a 20-30 degree departure from our normal temperatures this time of year, which are usually around, I'd say, 20. I mean, we may get cold, but this has been very, very cold. And this happened a few years ago, I think 2014, where we just kept getting cold spells like this. We had a couple, and we had minus 20 or close to it a few times that winter. And they did okay. We didn't lose any chickens. So yes, your chickens can handle the cold if they're conditioned well. They have good shelter, and you have a warming center to bring some of the strugglers inside. I also think they could have done it without the heat lamp, but they certainly look a lot more comfortable to me with the heat lamp. So I'm really glad that we tried it, and I'm glad we didn't have any problems, because I know fire is a very real threat with that. All right, well, there's nothing to see here. We're going to be back to the normal, mundane January snow and gray with some sun mixed in. I'm sure this is headed somebody's way, though. Stay warm out there, guys. I'll catch you the next time.